number 5, we have a polynomial degree 5 with rational coefficients. Negative 1/4, square root of 11, and negative 4i as zeros. We want to find the other zeros. So again, these square root terms are what stick out. So since we have a positive square root of 11, we need a negative. And since we have a negative 4i, we also need the positive 4i. So negative square root of 11 shows up on A and D. This is 1 minus, so that doesn't work. So A and D. And then we need a positive 4i, which shows up on A. So that's going to be the one we want to choose. And then this one we want to find the polynomial function, so we want to write it out. The smallest one that we can figure out with rational coefficients, and here are some of the given zeros. So we want to find the polynomial. We don't know what the degree is, but we want to find the smallest one that there could be with these zeros. So I know that if we have, and I'm going to write this as linear factor, x minus the square root of 5. Okay, I also have the opposite because I have a square root. So I also need to have x plus square root of 5. That has to happen. Those go together. And then we also have 5i. So if I have x minus 5i, I also have to have x plus 5i. So at least I have to have a 4th degree polynomial. So now I'm going to start multiplying these together. So what you'll notice, these two will be a difference of squares formula. So I'm going to put those together. Difference of squares just says you square each term. So I'll have x squared minus, and I'll just go ahead and write it out as square root of 5 squared. That's what the difference of squares formula does. If you have sum and difference being added, this is the shortcut. Same thing will happen here. So I'll have x squared minus, it'll be 5 squared is 25, and I squared will be I squared. So we have 25i squared. So when we simplify, the square and square root will cancel out. So you'll have x squared minus 5. And then over here, you'll have x squared. And the I squared will turn into a negative 1. So minus a negative becomes positive. So it'll be a plus 25. All right, and then the last thing we'll do is we're going to distribute amongst here. So we'll do x squared times x squared. That's going to give us x to the 4th. X squared times 25. That's going to give us a positive 25 x squared. And then negative 5 times x squared will be a minus 5 x squared. And then negative 5 times 25 will give us a negative 125. All right, we're going to combine the two terms in the middle because they're both x squared. So 25 minus 5 is going to give us 20. So we'll have an x to the 4th plus 20x squared minus 125. X to the 4th plus 20x squared minus 125. So here's our polynomial in expanded form. This is what they